What is up, guys? It's Godzilla621 and I'm here to do a mini rant on the new Godzilla 2016 figures, which are about a month old by now. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the figures and compare it to the old ones, and yeah, let's just get started. So I first want to talk about the fact that they're rushing these figures way too much. If I were Bandai, I would wait by the end of this year to release the figures and not give a rushed product like they're giving us here. And this video, I'm not going to be judging the people who have these figures. Good for them, but I'm not going to pay $40. I'm not going to pay $20. I'm not going to pay $25. That's just way too much for these not looking good figures, and I want to give why. What happened? This is like the biggest point of the video. Why can't Bandai go to where the original Bandai figures were? Figures from the 90s and early 2000s look better than today's figures of Bandai. They're really not doing better. NECA and SH, on the other hand, SH Monstars, they're really stepping up their game and doing way better on their figures. I mean, SH is a bit too expensive. I might get it later, but not now. But what happened to Bandai Japan? They're starting to look like Ultraman 500 figures, and those, dear God, they're not good at all. I like the 6-inch Ultraman, but they're being way too lazy on these figures. They're just rushing them out the door, and another big thing is that their detail, like, look at the detail on these other, like, the best looking, like, figures of Bandai, in my opinion, are the Memorial Box and the figures from Final Wars. Look how detailed Kaiser Ghidorah is. Look how detailed the Godzillas from 75, 67, 65, 70, whatever. Those were the real figures. Those were the trademark Bandai figures. Those are the great ones. But now what's going on with Bandai now? I think it all started with Godzilla 2014's Bandai, and whether you like it or not, the NECA one is more accurate, and I think the SH is too. I mean, SH was a bit stylized for 2014 Godzilla, but the NECA, it had the spot-on detail. Yeah, it didn't have that many colors, which I didn't like that much. But here, they're just rushing the figures. There's barely any detail. It's really just smooth surfaces. It's really just smooth surfaces on the figures, and they really gotta fix the paint jobs. They're fading away more and more from the accuracy. Look at the Godzilla 2016 figure. The red is like only on the chest and the tip of the tail. It's not all over the body like the SH is. I'm just saying, Bandai's really got to do better. They're just being lazy, and they really got to step up their game like NECA and SH Monstars are doing. Maybe not Bandai Creation. I might get the 12-inch one. But man, like, even the forms A and B, they're not looking good. The normal one isn't looking good. Like the only thing I'm liking is they don't have any variants. The toenails aren't painted. There's barely any variations in the figure with textures and colors or anything. And why can't they add more articulation? Look at the feet on some of the old Bandais. You can move the tiny heads of Kaiser Ghidorah, but why can't you move the tiny heads of these Godzillas? Why can't you move the feet? Like, I feel like they're getting way too lazy. They really gotta do better. And this is supposed to be a short rant on why I don't like these figures. And I probably would buy them for $10. They're not that bad, but from this direction they're going, if they keep doing this even for like 2019 Godzilla, then the sequel to Resurgence or something like that, they just got to do better. They can't just. I'd rather wait later for these figures than rushing them out the door. There are other companies that are doing better with these figures than Bandai Japan is doing, so they really got to do better. That's my quick rant on Godzilla 2016 figures. I don't like them. Again, not judging anyone who does have them, but I'm not going to pay $40 for these guys. Yeah, definitely not. So, yeah, that's it for my little rant on these figures. I might buy them anyway, but I'm going to try to get them for $10 to $15 because I'm not going to pay $20. Over $20, that's just a steal for these figures that barely have any detail. They're just semi alright, I guess, figures. So, yeah, that's it for this quick video. This is Godzilla621 signing out.